Isn't it frustrating that guy that you know that you've talked to for weeks, months, maybe even longer, and he always calls you either by the wrong name or you know he doesn't remember your name? You know how that feels? Hey, when we as new leaders are treating our people that way, they feel the same way. One of the first things we do when we walk into a room and into a new place or a new setting with new people is, "Hi, my name is," and we tell them, "My name is Tim." It's important because it's important to me. That identifies me. I'm not just what I do, I am who I am. You know that as well as I do. And when we begin making connections, when we remember people's names, that is something that matters to them. But it's something as a new leader is going to benefit you because they have then developed a personal connection with you. Studies have shown that people would rather receive praise and recognition and honest appreciation over money, over raises. Now, we're not disputing the fact that people want those, but the thing that is more important to them is that their name is important. I remember several years ago, my son was going into a new group. He was nervous. He didn't want to go. I talked him into going. I was going to be there and be part of the group. I could see him coming across the parking lot. He was dragging his feet. He was slow. He didn't want to be there. You know, as a dad, my heart was just, I wanted him to be part and be excited, and he didn't want to be there. But it all changed because an older kid, I heard it, and it was music to my ears. He said, "Hey, Will." And Will's face lit up. It changed everything about that. For the rest of the evening, he was connected because one person knew his name. One person was willing to say, "Hey, this is Will," and introduce him to other people. Hey, the same thing can happen in teams as we grow. When we begin to use people's names, we call them by name, but it's more than just putting a label on them. It's connecting. We've connected. You see, when I feel like a nobody, I'm going to pull back and I'm not going to connect at all. When I feel like just anybody, I'm only going to be limited to my excuse of, man, they don't really know who I am. But when I become somebody, I'm connected. And when you as a new leader or you as a leader in a new role, you begin to remember people's names and you make them feel like somebody, you have connected. So here's an exercise I would love for you to try this week. Maybe it's something that seems so simplistic to you, but if you'll see the difference when you do this, I think when you go back to your team, you'll understand the impact that it can make. When you go to the grocery store or you're buying something, the clerk, when they check you out, if you have a name tag that you can see, call them by name or introduce yourself and just watch the difference in their eyes. When you're eating, your waiter, your waitress comes over and they introduce themselves. For the rest of the evening, remember and call them by name. Don't demand anything from them. Just respect them and call them by name and watch the difference in how they react and how they were willing to come to your table over and over and to make sure that you're taken care of. Referee at your ball game, at your kid's ball game, learn their name. Don't yell at them. Just say, "Hey, great call," and call them by name. Quit yelling "ref," and watch the change. Oh, it's not going to get you any points, but they will step up their whole game. Our goal as new leaders is to lead. But remembering people's names will put us into a position where leading becomes much easier as we connect. Someone said, "When I was in my darkest days, I couldn't reach out." Let's stop asking people to reach out and begin to reach in. And the way that we best reach in is learning their name and making it important. Because you know what? "Hello, my name" is very important.